Can I ask a question?
Certainly. What would you like to know?
How do I reverse all this?
Rest assured, Carol, we will figure out what makes you different.
Figure it out. Why?
So you can join us.
What?
So in case you don't know, that is part of the trailer for the new Apple TV Plus series, Pluribus. It's made no sense to you? That's okay. Welcome to the club. But it's getting big buzz, Tony P, because it's created by Vince Gilligan. If you don't know who that is, he's the brains behind Emmy Award winners like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Now, at the same time, it's also getting some love from the DMV region, and it's all thanks to a little cameo in one of the teasers for the show. Take a look. So those are Sandy Pony Donuts from the Delmarva area. Sandy Pony has locations in Annapolis, Bethany, Dewey, and Chincoteague. So for more on how these donuts ended up in the show, why they are getting licked, how you can lick them yourself, and more, we've got to turn to Sandy Pony founder Ben Wang joining us now live. Ben, thanks so much for joining us here on the live Zone Primetime. All right, stand by. I need to make sure we can hear you. Give me a quick count here. Let me make sure we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Perfect. Thank you. So Ben, let's start with the basics. Do you have any idea what is actually happening in that clip?
We did it in the beginning. They didn't really tell us too much, but as we went, and the teaser was released, then we started to find out more of what was really going to happen. But we had no information going forward before that teaser.
That is unbelievable. Now, like when you heard about all this and this all became, part of, the program and again this big show on Apple TV, how did you feel about what that could mean for your business, what it could mean for, potential traffic, in the DMV and people coming to visit if the show does well?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't. Honestly, this started 2 years ago when they reached out to us about it, and we just didn't think anything of it until that teaser hit, and then everybody started calling the stores. Everybody started DMing us on Facebook, Instagram, any social media. They just started blowing us up about it, and that's when it became a little bit more surreal that it was actually happening on live TV.
So do you know how this ended up, how they ended up picking you guys of all things? Was there a crew member who had been there and they were like, hey, I've got the perfect shot for this? Did Vince Gilligan ever contact you? I mean, I saw pictures from San Diego Comic-Con of them with like a donut truck, and I'm pretty sure they had boxes and boxes of your donuts there too.
Yeah, so what happened was their team from Apple TV and Sony Productions, they reached out to us just saying, hey, Vince Gilligan, write about your guys' shit, your donut shop. We had this show that he's writing. He always picks a food place, and they want to keep their name in it. This scene that they wanted in is going to be from Annapolis, Maryland, and we noticed that you guys have one of these shops in Annapolis, and we wanted to see if you guys had any interest in using your name and putting the donut shop on production. And something weird happens to people. That's all we can kind of tell you, and I just kind of left it at that. And I looked at my wife and said, doesn't matter what happens, we're in, we'll do it.
And when you think about this whole process of starting this incredible, the donut group and just sweet treats, again, they're fantastic donuts, by the way. But what is the specific memory or flavor or hometown influence that made you fall in love with donuts and making them so creative and that whole craft? What was that moment for you?
That all falls to the credit of my wife. She's the one behind the scenes on all the design, the flavors, the making of the donuts. I was just more on the business side of it, and then we kind of fell into it together, and it just matched up perfectly.
I love that.
So how are you guys trying to like kind of capitalize on this newfound fame and attention a little bit? I mean, obviously when the series drops tomorrow, I mean, I think your name's going to be in front of a lot of, I mean, maybe it's in the first episode. I know we don't know. Maybe it's not.
Potentially.
But what are you guys kind of doing to kind of, play along with this?
I mean, so to start, we did collaborate and do some T-shirts, and then, which has like help yourself, which is the main thing. And then we have it on the back as well. So we started with that, and we actually just started opening up our merch online, and it's been blowing up all day today. So I'm assuming it's just going to continue once the show begins. But that's all we've really done. I mean, we do some social media presence, and we have such a great following just from the locals in Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia. But this has kind of opened up a whole nother can of fans. People are calling from. There was a lady that called from Germany just to ask if it was a real donut shop, and asked me a couple questions. There was another guy that called today that was completely off grid in like Oklahoma who has a podcast, and he was asking if I would join his podcast, and if I could mail him T-shirts and donuts, and he, whatever he could order. He was like, I'm just going to be kind of a fan about this.
That is so cool. Now I'm going to ask you kind of a more tactical question, okay? Based on the show, I'm thinking about donut etiquette the entire day today, okay? Now that scene, doing, licking the frosting only, is that even close to acceptable, or is it as bad as eating the top of a muffin and leaving the bottom of it?
Honestly, it's crazy, this whole thing. I don't know if you saw the Comic-Con, but every person it was like the whole strategy.
Right.
To lick it donut.
Is that even normal? Like in your experience and your wife's experience in the business?
I mean, I've seen kids, the kids love the top frosting. They love that aspect of it.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminds me of like a kid thing.
Right.
But no, I mean, we created this game. Our website designer kind of like made this, portion just for the show on our website, and it's just for fun. And he did such a great job. His name is Vic King. He did awesome on it.
That is so cool.
It was cool because, one, they actually used our actual donuts in the scenes of the show.
Oh, wow.
Which is great. It was 12 Miss Sandy's lined up in the box the way we serve it. And I thought that was the coolest thing. I felt like a little kid.
So, Ben, are you going to stay up until like midnight whenever the episode drops so you can watch it?
I planned on it, but I've got 2 little kids, and even right now, I probably would be in bed already.
Oh, fair enough.
But,
Well, thanks for staying up with us.
Yeah,
One final thing,
absolutely.
small question to close out.
We're looking forward to hearing from everybody.
That's good. And with this new fame, is this going to impact potential expansion plans, or potential new flavors or collaborations? Like, where do you see this going for the growth of your business potentially?
I think we're just going to take it in, as it comes, as we always have the last 10 years that we've been doing this business. It's fun, seeing everybody's joy when they eat the donuts. And carrying the box through the towns. We have these teal boxes. When people are walking around town and with their kids, 7 in the morning, it's the coolest thing. And it really humbles you when you to be on the show and get attention outside the states that we're already in. I can't wait. I'm excited for it. I know it's going to be fun. And just from the phone calls from everybody, every day, every state, different countries, it's been pretty cool.
And Ben, real quick before we let you go, just where can people find your donut shops and try them out for themselves or just lick them?
So we've got in Annapolis, Maryland. We're right there off Route 2. And then we've got 2 spots in Bethany. We have one in Dewey Beach, and then we have one in Chincoteague, Virginia. So any of those spots, I think we're planning on trying to figure out how to ship them out as well. That's been everyone's #1 question because they want to have them during the show, which is kind of funny. But everybody's been ordering these cool T-shirts that we had made, and that's been really cool to see.
My goodness, what a unique experience!
I know.
Like to actually have that happen.
I love when there's unique little
Right.
things in a show that really just drive home the local feeling
exactly.
behind it. So
it'd be a great social media
Especially
trend.
Vince Gilligan keeping our name in it, that was huge.
Yeah.
I thought that was really, really cool. And I thought they were just going to change the name, use the shop, and pretty much, that was it. And then it just kind of built on from there. And it's been great.
All right.
I see this going viral. I do. I mean, I see this trend and like these great donuts going viral in many ways. So congratulations on all the
so
success.
everybody asked if people are going to start licking.
Oh, right. But
we'll
hey, selling a donut, even if it's for the frosting.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, Ben, thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight here on the Live Zone Primetime. Go get some sleep. Tell your family we said thank you for sparing you for a few minutes so that we could talk about this exciting new.
I appreciate it, guys. It means more than the world to be on here. And, I'm going to see if I can get us some donuts sent over to you guys.
All right, well,
Ooh, I will not lick them, I promise.
You know Kyle Carmine is a big fan. He's the one who suggested you, so shout out to him. We know
he'll get him and he'll get him to you. So
all right,
can't
sounds
wait.
good. We're looking forward to it. Thanks again, Ben.
All right, thank you, guys.
All right, and just a reminder, you can catch the premiere of Pluribus on Apple TV Plus Friday, and hopefully, once that happens, Tony P, we can figure out exactly what is happening in this show.